Hello guys, I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Hope RBI. In this particular lecture, I'm going to talk about my SBI PO preliminary scorecard as well as the preparation strategy for the SBI PO mains examination, which I am going to use for my own preparation. You see, why am I emphasizing on SBI PO examination is because the level of the SBI PO mains examination is at par with the level of RBI Grade B preliminary examination, as we can easily tell from the 2021 examination. So SBI is known to hold some of the difficult examinations, whether preliminary or mains, in the banking sector. That is why to attempt these kind of examinations, especially SBI PO, would not only motivate us, but also help us to boost our confidence as well as attempts in the RBI Grade B examination. So you can see here, I was fortunate enough to score 84.25 marks out of 100. I had shared my attempts with you guys on the Telegram channel. If you are not linked to the Telegram channel, do it already. The link will be in the description. So I had attempted 89 questions out of 100, and there were some questions wrong, but I am unfortunate enough to know where, because that's the negative point of this particular admit card, that you are not knowing about the individual scores that you are getting in particular section. So I don't know whether my questions went wrong in English section or in reasoning section or in quantitative aptitude sections or in all of these, in combination. So that's the negative point. But since I knew that my accuracy was above 95% and I had really, worked hard to improve my speed and accuracy, so that is why I knew that I would be able to clear through this exam, and I did. The main thing I want to talk about here is the cutoff. This is the most important thing. Most people were, very disappointed because they were not able to qualify the preliminary examination, and they were hoping that they would be able to get through, because the estimated cutoff that most of the, channels on the YouTube as well as some of the coaching institutes on YouTube or on online platforms were actually predicting it to be 55 to 58, and people who were attempting 60 or 64 or 67 plus, they were actually feeling that they were actually more hopeful of clearing this examination. But after all of this, they were not able to attempt, they were not able to qualify this examination because the cutoff was 63. So what can we deduce here for our RBI Grade B examination is that people are preparing hard. Okay, they are preparing well, and since the level of examination is increasing day by day, their preparation is increasing as well. So even if the examination will be difficult in the future, whether RBI Grade B or any kind of examination, people are preparing themselves with respect to that, and they will be able to attempt more questions with more accuracy, and cutoff is bound to increase. Okay, so we can expect that in RBI Grade B 2022 examination, even if the preliminary examination is difficult, the cutoff would be on the higher side. It will not be on the lower side, because now the people know the pattern, they know the level of questions, they know how to prepare for this, and they will be prepared. They will be prepared for this examination in the most suitable manner according to the examination. So that is it for this particular discussion about the scorecard. The next thing I want to talk about is the preparation strategy. Let me just move this. Now, the preparation strategy. Preparation strategy for SBI PO mains. Okay. For mains examination, I have been taking banking examinations for almost 4 years, and I have realized that the mains examination of every banking exam is not about the speed. Okay. It's about the accuracy. How accurate you are is the most important thing that you need to remember for while attempting SBI PO mains or any kind of mains examination for banking sector. Okay, how can you improve accuracy? By going into the concepts, which I am emphasizing from my very first video of this particular channel. You should know each and every concept, you should understand each and every concept, and you should practice likewise, because concepts are what giving you the knowledge. Okay, so to build the concept, you have to revisit everything. Okay, you have to revisit everything. You have to revisit quantitative aptitude section, whether it's profit and loss or time and work or time, speed and distance. Each and every concept you have to revisit. Okay, but Now the level of question that you need to practice should be increased, and each and every thorough discussion for the practice I will be discussing here. Okay, so the most important thing for SBI PO mains is the pattern of examination. Okay, there are four sections. First is the GA. Second is your quantitative aptitude, which is famously known as the data analysis and interpretation in this particular examination. The third is your reasoning and computer aptitude. And the fourth one is the most important section, that is English. And there is also a descriptive section which I will be talking about at the end of this video. So first is the GA section. If you are preparing for the RBI Grade B examination, then there is no need for you to worry about the GA section. You are already caught up. But for those who are not preparing for this particular examination like RBI, and they are actually attempting SBI PO mains for the first time, for the GA section you have to um, mainly emphasize on the two sources which I'm going to share here. I've already shared various sources for the GA preparation in this channel. You can go to the playlist and you can search for that particular video. But for this particular examination, you need to follow the two sources which I am actually following for my preparation. That is Affairs Cloud Daily. Okay, I have not subscribed to the Affairs Cloud paid version. I am actually visiting their website daily and making notes daily. So Affairs Cloud Daily, and the second is PIB. Press Information Bureau. It's the most important source. These two sources are very much important for your SBI PO mains GA section, and GA is very scoring section because the level of data interpretation, the level of reasoning, and the level of English in these kind of examinations is extremely hard. Okay, you would not be able to even comprehend the question to solve, and the solving part is even worse. So GA section will be quite scoring for you guys, so I'm recommending you guys to follow these sources, and you have to go through almost minimum 6 months general awareness or current affairs. Okay, minimum 6 months current affairs are very much essential, very much crucial for your SBI PO mains examination. The second thing in GA they talk about is the banking awareness section or the financial awareness section. In banking awareness or the financial awareness, you can go through various websites. There are various YouTube videos that you can go through. I am not actually recommending anyone because I have prepared various topics from various sources. Okay, various topics from various videos, and I do not remember what kind of sources I actually had gone through while I was preparing beforehand. So you can go through any of the video you feel comfortable with, and you can prepare your banking awareness or financial awareness from that, because nowadays they are asking most questions from banking and financial awareness as well. In the previous years, like in 2019 or 18, they were asking most of the questions from current affairs and 2 to 3 questions from the banking awareness. But now they have increased the number from 2 to 3 to 10 to 11 questions. So you have to be very much specific about the banking and financial awareness as well. So this is all about general awareness section. The next thing is the data analysis and interpretation. Since the topic's name is data analysis and interpretation, you can expect maximum questions of data analysis and interpretation in your examination. You have to go through each and every concept like time, speed and distance, profit and loss, every concept, percentages, you have to revisit, but at the end of the day the question will be asked in the form of data analysis and interpretation. So your DI which will be asked in your question will be based on profit and loss, will be based on CI and SI, will be based on time, speed and distance, and these will be very difficult to comprehend, and it will take a lot of time for you guys to comprehend that and to further solve the questions that are asked below that particular DI. So you have to be very careful while solving these. For that you have to brush up all your concepts, revisit all of the questions, revisit all of the concepts from your whichever source you were following, and after that you have to prepare from, first of all, the previous year question papers. Okay, search for the previous year questions for the paper 2020, for the paper 2019, for the paper 2018. Search for the mains examination question papers and search for the questions of data analysis and interpretation. You will get a fair idea of what kind of questions are asked in the examination for the mains and what kind of questions you need to practice. Okay, for practicing you can pick up any of the data analysis book for CAT, any of the book, whether it's Arun Sharma or whether it's whatever kind of book you can pick up, and you can practice and give mocks. Most important thing, you have to attempt mocks. I've recommended 2 mocks. First is your Smart Kira and second is your Olive Board. Okay, these are for every section, whether it's reasoning, whether it's English, whether it's data analysis, whether it's GA. You can refer to these two uh, test series. These are very important, and you have to purchase these, okay, because accuracy and speed are the most important thing for these kind of examinations. And you have to practice. Okay, the second section is very important and very difficult. You will be given almost an hour to attempt the questions of reasoning and computer aptitude. For reasoning, okay, you have to first search for the previous year question papers. Then you have to attempt at least one mock before starting to prepare for the miscellaneous topics that are included in the mains examination. They are not asked in the preliminary, but they are asked in the mains. After attempting the mock, you have to jot down the topics. For example, there is a topic called logical reasoning. Okay, in logical reasoning, there are some questions regarding the statements and assumptions, course and action, then your statements and inferences. All of these questions are, your critical analysis based questions, and you have to prepare well for these questions, and you have to practice well for these questions. You can practice from whatever kind of source you were referring to for the logical reasoning, for the reasoning section. You can practice that, and after that, you have to take mocks. Okay. In this particular section, I'm specifically talking about this section. While attempting mocks, it will be possible that you will not be able to attempt all of the question. That is actually true, because the level is extremely difficult and there are some puzzles. Maximum portion of the reasoning section will be your puzzles. Okay, and while you will be attempting puzzles, you will encounter almost 2 to 3 puzzles to be on an easier side, easy to moderate side, and rest of the 2 to 3 puzzles, if they ask, on the very difficult side. Okay, so whenever you will be analyzing your mocks, only analyze those questions which you actually will be attempting in your examination. Suppose I am attempting the mock test for the logical reasoning and I encountered 6 puzzles there. Okay, and the 3 puzzles were easy to moderate, 2 were very easy, I did. One was a moderate puzzle, I actually did that, and after that the 3 puzzles were extremely difficult, which I was not able to attempt. So after I finish my giving my mock, when I will be analyzing my mock, I will be only focusing on those 3 questions, only on those 3 puzzles which I was able to attempt and which I will be going to attempt in future in my actual examination, rather than focusing on extremely difficult puzzle which will only waste my time, and it will also waste my time in actual examination if I try to attempt these kind of questions in that particular examination as well. So you have to prepare for only those questions, you have to practice only those questions, you have to strengthen only those questions which you are actually going to attempt in your actual examinations. You can also take this analysis to your data analysis and interpretation section, and also to your English section. Each and everything should be very much well comprehended beforehand while you will be going to attempt your SBI PO mains examination. You have to practice puzzles daily. Okay, to be able to attempt at least 3 puzzles and in great accuracy, you should actually prepare for the puzzles. You have to attempt at least 3 puzzles daily, and a good level puzzles. Okay, you can refer to any kind of material. Somebody was asking me whether what kind of source you can use, so I also recommend you one source. There is a book from Olive Board for your preparation of puzzles. It's very good book. There are varieties of puzzles given in this book, so you can also purchase that and prepare from that particular book. The most important section is the English. English after GA is also the most scoring section, but it is a very difficult section because you will not be able to comprehend any of the passage that you will be facing in this particular examination. In this English section, you have to first revisit the previous year question papers and analyze what kind of questions have been asked. Almost 3 to 4 passages, comprehension passages, will be encountered by you in this particular section, and all of those passages will be very difficult. Very difficult. There will be very difficult, synonyms and antonyms. There will be very difficult vocabulary used in that particular passage, and even the language, even the type of style of writing of that particular passage will be extremely difficult, which you can only be able to comprehend through practice, and you can practice through reading editorial sections. Okay, don't miss even a single editorial. You have to read daily. And the second thing, you can pick up any cat book for verbal ability in English language. There are various good passages for the preparation in that particular book, so you can refer any kind of cat book. And the third thing, you will be encountering various questions like there are some types in which there are some jumbled paragraphs. Okay, you might as well have encountered in prelims there were some jumbled sentences in which A, B, C, D, E. In that particular scenario, some of the sentences were given, and you have to actually arrange them so that they could make sense. Okay, so you have to arrange them in like C, D, D, C, B, A, E, in that particular sense. So instead of giving a sentence, they will be giving you paragraphs of 2-3 lines. So it will be very difficult for us to comprehend that what kind of para would come after A, or come after C, or come before C. So it will be very difficult to comprehend, which you would be able to attempt only after practicing, only after reading various styles of authors, various questions regarding this. So you can pick up any of the cat book and you can prepare for English well. And you have to read English daily because this is also one of the most scoring subjects and you cannot skip it. After GA, you have to emphasize on English, then you emphasize on data analysis and interpretation if you are good at mathematics. And if you are not good at mathematics and good at reasoning, you have to focus more on reasoning and less on data analysis and interpretation. Let me erase this mess. The most important thing about the mains examination, and the most, that gives an edge for your attemptation, is there is no sectional cutoff. There is no sectional cutoff. So even if you score well in other 3 sections and you miss the score in one section, and you have overall attempted good amount of questions to clear the overall cutoff, you will be able to get through. There is no sectional cutoff, so you have to keep that in mind and strategize your attempts like that. Okay, you have to focus on the concepts, you have to focus on the accuracy, and you have to focus also on time, but do not stress everything on time. Do not speeden up the process. Rather, you have to speeden up, but do not extremely speeden up the process like you need in the preliminary examination. Rather, you should go to strengthen up your accuracy, strengthen up your concepts. At last, there is a descriptive section in which one letter is asked for you to type, and there is one essay for you to type. If you are preparing for RBI examination, there is no need to worry about this as well. Your typing speed is also improving while you are preparing for the RBI Grade B examination, so there is no need to talk about that. Don't need to worry about that. But if you are not preparing for RBI and this is your first time, you have to practice at least one letter and one essay daily. You can pick up any topic, whether it's from the daily newspaper that you are reading, or whether it is a social issue, or whether it is an educational issue, a technological advancement, or whatever kind of topic that you find anywhere on the internet or any source. You can go through that, and you should be able to type at least one essay daily, and you should be able to type at least one letter or application daily. You need to see about the format of the letters and essay. You can go through any of the YouTube video. They have shown very well about what should be the format of the letter writing, like to whom you are writing the letter should be coming on the left side of the letter or the right side of the letter, and the body should be this much or that much. All of these things are discussed very much suitably in each and every video. You can find out in whichever kind of video you feel comfortable with. So that is all of it for the SBI PO mains examination. All of the things that I've shared here, I will be using myself for the preparation. And I've already told you in my previous videos, just set a timer while while you are attempting particular kind of questions regarding particular topic, so that you would be able to simulate the same, you would be able to actually implement the same while you will be giving the actual examination, and try to sit through. Okay, I've seen many people who give only sectional tests, and after giving one sectional test, for example, they took only English sectional test, and after that they will take only maths quantitative aptitude sectional test, and the next day they will be taking reasoning sectional test. In the actual examination, you have to sit through almost 3.5 hours, so you have to simulate that as well in your real life. So try to simulate that. Try to sit for almost 3 to 3.5 hours for taking your examination, and also to analyze your examination, give 1 hour more. Try to sit about 4.5 hours while you are attempting your mocks. Okay, it will be very beneficial for you guys to mentally prepare yourself as well as physically prepare yourself while you'll be attempting your SBI PO mains examination. So that is it for today. If you have any doubts regarding anything discussed here, please let me know down in the comment section. I'll be happy to respond your comments and um, to respond to your queries. So thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you are having a wonderful day. Have a great day.